listening to Gravewave Radio, and this is your nightly news. Police can now confirm that the Book Bandits' crashed van has been identified. Oh, the humanity! The fugitives remain at large, but authorities insist that every effort is still being made to...
Trumpet man from all Chicago way.
Spooky, ooey, gooey, yum. Now in flesh and bubble gum. Spooky, ooey, gooey, yum. I gotta go and get me some Ghoul Drool. Ghoul Drool chocolates and confections. It's to die for.
You're humming. How sinful.
Only if I hum off beat.
And here I thought having a phonograph was hypocritical enough. I didn't know you could carry a tune. I thought music was a sin.
It is. That's why I ration it. Everything must be accounted for, especially sin.
So you're in here humming after grave robbing. Charming.
We're not robbing. We're repurposing. The reprobates have no more use for their bones.
You want some? We have coffee.
Caffeine is also a sin.
It's decaf, if that helps.
Well, in that case.
Here you go. 1 cup of sin.
Worth it.
Don't forget to note it in your ledger.
Already inked and balanced.
Oh, good. Before you even took a sip.
Now, wouldn't you have done the same?
Yes.
I admire your vigilance. It's refreshing to meet another enthusiast for proper bookkeeping.
Someone has to keep the story straight.
But there's only one version of the story that matters. Who won?
Depends on which version of the story you hear. You shouldn't have to pay interest on your joy.
I balance what I'm owed. Nothing more, nothing less. If I spend it all recklessly now, I'll have nothing for what comes next. Rumor says paradise rewards asceticism. If I live simply now, I'll have garnered a robust happiness fund for the hereafter.
Rumor? Ha! Is that a hint of uncertainty I hear?
Not always. But we elect suffer doubt about our faith. That is part of the burden of being chosen.
But you don't doubt yourself. You think you found a way out of this. Do you really believe you can outcalculate your own damnation?
I'm an elect, predestined for salvation, an eternal victor.
So that's the grand plan.
I didn't make life's rules. I'm just focused on winning with them.
And what about the reprobates? Are we supposed to work our bones ragged today so that our bones can prop up someone else's paradise for all eternity?
The law of predetermination doesn't care about your bruised pride. Best make yourself useful before the ledger closes.
I got better things to do than gild your afterlife for you.
You do have a calling all of your own, Chapter. I've seen you with your books. And how Wisp and Verse tend their little secret garden in my hallowed ground.
You've been watching us.
You were born to be a librarian. You will break your back making that catalog legible to every dull mind. You'll codify and you'll cross-reference until you're more system than person.
Progress demands order. Knowledge for all is worth optimizing.
But optimization hollows the soul. It strips you down to your equations. Calculability, methodology, reflexivity. I see it in you already, Chapter. The discipline, the rigor, the will to shape chaos into order. You're wasting that, letting yourself be scaffolding for others' enlightenment. I like you, kid. You have what it takes to be someone who could really win. Embrace your true calling and remember how to outsmart the rest.
Ugh. Better a living index than to defile the crypts I vowed to protect.
I've kept my promises. What better protection can I offer than to steward a holy plan? Those reprobates had nothing to live for, so I gave them something to die for.
But how do you know you're the best? Another elect could have a neater ledger than you.
No one has a mind for business quite like I do, I've been assured.
Who am I kidding? You're all just hypocrites.
Of course we are. We're human beings. We're shit. It's all shit. But work is righteous. Work is currency. Sweat now, salvation later. Like it or not, that is the spine of this holy economy.
How can you be so sure?
Because my bones are truly mine.
Yeah. Yeah, you and the rest of the elect.
No, Chapter. Mine and mine alone. Electropolis will rise. And only I know how the Gargoyle plans to keep it climbing. Bones will run dry, debts will come due, and when the Gargoyle thinks no one is looking, old elect will be repurposed. Their bones laid brick by brick into the foundation. They will rot, Chapter, like the damned, indistinguishable from reprobates. All of them. But my bones will never touch the scaffolds of their false paradise. My bones are promised to the hallowed ground, undisturbed. And when the gates of paradise creak open, it will be me, and only me, who steps through. And all the rest of them, elect and reprobate alike, who mocked and scorned me, will serve me as their victor forever.
You didn't answer my question. How can you be so sure that the Gargoyle won't do the same thing to you?
Chapter, look what we grew! You're ancient.
And you're loud. Both curses of our age.
How are you uglier than the Gargoyle?
Not now, Child Whisper. Why don't you tell everyone what we randomly found?
He already knows about the garden.
You told him?
The mud did. Let's not leave tracks if we wish to move undetected.
Your composure is shocking. You seem unaffected.
I'm not particularly concerned about your little garden. It'll make nice, fertile soil for when I'm ready to be tucked into it.
Well then, your blessings appreciated. We'll take care of your soil. We appreciate this reprieve from our unending toil.
And so I too must rise. These bones won't harvest themselves. Thanks for the decaf.
You're welcome.
He sucks.
You're not wrong, but we're stuck with him for now. Instead, Why don't you show Chapter a prize?
Yeah, Chapter, look what we grew. Our tomatoes are huge.
That's awesome, you two. They've gotten so big.
They're all almost ripe. We can make some straw and jar for later.
I want to bring this one to my mom. Can I leave it for her?
Sure, we have plenty. You can take it now, but be back before break ends.
You got it.
The tomatoes do look good. You become quite the gardener.
It's been nice to do. I really need the break from the... What's wrong, Chapter?
He's more unhinged than we thought.
Gravedigger? I've been pretty confident he's unhinged this whole time.
He thinks his fellow elect are going to serve him for all eternity because he's got the only real burial plot.
Oh, good.
Good. Verse.
That makes more sense. At least he's getting something out of it.
Verse.
Hurt people hurt more people. And here I thought he was working for free.
No scathing words on behalf of his wrong community.
That's not a community. That's a fucking cult. You can't have a bond when you're all charged with assault.
The same can be said for us book bandits.
That's entirely different, and you know that. Those were trumped-up charges.
You should have seen his face. The fire in his eyes. I thought that vein on his forehead was going to snap like a glow stick. I thought... Where are you going?
The first basket's done, so I'm off to get more. Want to come with? It'll be less of a chore.
What about the library?
We'll have time for the library when we're done with this harvest season.
First, I need more help. I can't catalog an entire graveyard's worth of information all by myself.
More time than I've served? We have our whole lives to keep this promise fulfilled.
We swore an oath to guard these books, to prepare for the day when the arsonists fall and people clamor for knowledge once again. But I can't do it alone. Remember your calling, Verse. You're a librarian, not a gardener, not a gravedigger, a librarian.
My calling? Really? Did you hear yourself just now? You sound just like him.
I'm nothing like the gravedigger.
Then be careful there, friend. You've got his tone down flat. All you're missing is the stupid pilgrim hat.
First, please,
I don't disagree that the oath is our calling, but we can't keep our oath if morale is falling. This promise is our through line, not an iron cage. Locking yourself inside, it won't make you more sage. If you give up your free time, then the cage will hold you too tight. It's squeezing the life out of you, Chapter. Something's not right.
I'm not being squeezed, Verse. I'm more solid than ever. I will fortify this library if it's the last thing I do. It's not my fault that you don't care anymore.
I still care very much, but I found a new piece. It's not my fault that you refuse a release. Survival's the habit, living's the choice, and my work deeply matters, for that I rejoice. But I'm more than my calling. I will labor and live, and I have still so many other gifts to give.
I don't want to give up my life's work.
Neither of us want that. I'm asking for you to make space for everything, all the unlived life that you push to the margins. You deserve more than toiling for a calling. We have our whole lives still ahead of us.
I appreciate you, my fierce and formidable friend.
I feel the same. But there's more to life than callings. You need a hobby.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
I'm sure we can find you something. You already have so many... Wisp?
Child of Whisper!
And who is this friend? I haven't seen them in our hallowed ground before.
I haven't been here long. Not for a long time.
I found her wandering around Whisper's grave. She was looking for her mom too.
You have a lovely garden. So vibrant. So full of life.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing Child of Whisper back. But we'll take it from here.
We want to play.
Yeah, come play with us, you guys. There's plenty of me to go around. You're gonna have to back up, though, Dollface. I need my space.
How about a snack? You've been wandering for so long. Come in and rest.
Rest? Rest. Yes, I'm so tired. And hungry.
Me too. Can I have some of the food we picked?
Sure. Sure, bud. We are not like that crazy lady in here.
She's creepy, yes, but she clearly needs a friend, so why don't you go make nice?
What? Why me? You're the nice one.
We agreed you should get a hobby, no time like the present to start.
I don't know what you think a hobby is, but this is not it. Oh.
Welcome to our mausoleum. Step right up and check it out. It's kind of an all-purpose space, but we vibe with that.
You don't know? You don't know, do you?
Excuse me?
You don't know what to do with me either.
Welcome to the mausoleum. My name is Chapter, and I'll be your host this evening. I guess.
Here.
No. You first. I want to see.
What's wrong, Child of Whisper?
I guess I'm not hungry anymore. Could I get some decaf instead?
Sure, here, come grab it. Chapter, why don't you see if she needs anything?
Is there anything I can get you while Verse is doing whatever the hell she's doing?
I think you can help me. I'm trying to remember. Mama. I miss my mama.
You need me to help you find your mom.
She's gone. But I'll be with her soon. Before I go, I want to remember. One last time. Just like how we were. Can you help me remember? There was rosemary and chicken broth and faded green linen curtains.
Covered with faded yellow duckies. The mother used to pinch the fabric between her fingers to make the duckies quack. The curtains framed an old wooden window with a seaside view. Yes, I've heard that story before. Here. A mother and daughter living by the seaside. They cook together every night.
But Mama got sick.
That's right. Tuberculosis. And then you got sick too.
But why is it so small?
Because you're only a little girl. I'm sorry you didn't get more time.
Where have you three been? These bones won't harvest themselves. I was telling... What is this? Trespasser!
Please, Chapter. Please help. I can't read the end alone.
This last entry came from just moments ago, once you stepped into the mausoleum.
What happens next?
You enjoy some homemade food, just like your mom made when she was alive.
The first morning of every snow show season, your mother placed oranges in your stocking above the fireplace and in the soles of your shoes. She swore up and down that it was St. Nicky coming to visit.
My stocking! I had forgotten how blue it was. There was a little crosswork patch where the heel would be.
She made mugs of the creamiest hot chocolate known to man, piled high with whipped cream, peppermint shavings, and a cherry on top. You look forward to it every year.
Christmas a number of years ago, I was driving down a country road in Texas. It's a bitter cold, cold morning.
You drank it while listening to the story of a little boy. The story in the cocoa made you warm and sleepy. You can't always remember the details, but you remember the voice of the narrator who told it. Smooth, with a twang, crooning over the radio. This soup. You loved this meatball soup. You made it for every joyous day, every sad one, every day you wanted the house to smell like home. And when you prepared the meatballs together, you'd roll the meat into spears, rolling it to and fro in your fingers, sweetening it with love and laughter. All the meatballs were as big as your eye, except for one. One tiny meatball was made every time. The baby.
And whoever found the baby would have to give the other 10 butterfly kisses. That's what Mama would say. We promised.
I don't know what this... Trespassers must...
I don't know how this works, but I know that she needs us. Please, Gravedigger.
What do I do?
I found it! I'm ready now. I have to go find Mama. I need to keep my promise. Can you help me?
Wait. There's so much more I can help you remember. Let you reminisce one last time, please.
It's okay, Chapter. I'm ready now. You're my last chapter. Could not do this without you. Without any of you. Thank you all. I have to go find Mama. She needs her butterfly kisses. I need to keep my promise. I'm finally at its door. And now, I get to be dead. Just like you.
Someone just say it. Say it out loud. We're
Dead? I knew something was wrong. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
There has to be some mistake.
What kind of mistake?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying
Where's
to...
my mom?
Oh, wish child to whisper. It's...
No, I can't be dead. If I'm dead, we're supposed to be together.
We're not dead! Just because some mad child said it, that doesn't make it true.
Mom! Mommy!
Oh, wish child to whisper. It's all right.
It's not fair! It's not fair! alone anymore. Mom! If I'm dead, don't leave me behind. She's gone, Wisp. Child of Whisper. We're in a predicament, that much is true. But such a bloody act you could not undo. We may be alive, and this just a scare, but if that's the case, then you have to play fair. You promised your mother that you would go live, and if you defied that, she may not forgive. But I think our situation may be more dire. Death has left us on our own to conspire. For if we exist in a space in between, then your mother may never again be seen. Why isn't she here first? I thought she loved me. What the fuck is happening? You aren't alone, Wisp, child whisper. I wish our mortal coil could be much simpler. It both showed us off and left us behind. We've discovered a fluke in the absence of time. She's gone. It's okay, little one. Call me little. It's okay to be little. It's okay to be scared. There's so much of life that we live unaware. The only thing we know is that we don't know. So we...
You don't know. I do. Don't speak for all of us.
My words are purely poetry, not prophecy. Knowing is so rare.
This must be some test. Some test of my faith. Some kind of...
Delicious.
And now the monster feeds on me. I am not to be consumed!
I'm so sad! It's like a stone! It's not allowed to have my bones!
No. The stony bastard remains, but he makes a meal out of us. The gargoyle feasts on fear, the dread of death that clings to lesser men. But I have no fear to give. I won't bow, I won't break. Death may leer at me from the shadows, but my time has not yet come.
You can't be certain of that.
Every strike of my shovel proves that I live.
More like you were digging your own grave.
Do not speak to me that way! You child! You reprobates. I am of the elect, predetermined for salvation. I am alive!
That may be true. First, my friend, your life. It ended with mine on that dark and gloomy night. I'm sorry for crashing the van. I'm sorry.
There is no apology needed. I wouldn't change a thing. What an opportunity this new undead life can bring.
And Wisp, child of Whisper. The last entry I have for you is a couple days before ours. The tree limb that fell down on you was knocked loose from construction on Electropolis. You died in your sleep while holding a picture of Whisper.
And mine?
I couldn't find your book.
Victorious. It must have been a test of my faith. Stay back! Stay back, all of you ghastly apparitions!
I don't know where your book is, but I do believe you are one of us.
You keep your beliefs. I know. I know the truth.
Let's test the hypothesis. We need a plan. Some way to prove that this wasn't a fluke.
The only thing we know is that we don't know, so we need to learn where those crossing may go.
We have to try again, an experiment, something to test our theory.
Do we even have a theory?
The girl was close to death. If we can find someone who needs us...
I want no part in this. You leave me be. Leave me to the living.
Gravedigger, stop! Where's he going?
I don't know. I don't know much about anything anymore.
We only know our own perspectives. The rest, we try to understand.
Social synchronization be with you.
And also with you.
A reading from the Gospel according to Schultz.
Glory to your citation.
Brothers and sisters, imagine that you and I are watching a bird in flight. The thought, bird in flight, is in each of our minds, and it is the means by which each of us interprets his own observations. Neither of us, however, can say whether or not our experiences on this occasion have been identical. In fact, neither of us would even try to answer such a question, as one's own subjective meaning can never be laid side by side with another's and compared. Nevertheless, during the flight of the bird, you and I have grown older together. Our experiences have been simultaneous. Suppose that while I was watching the bird, I noticed, out of the corner of my eye, that your head was moving in the same direction as mine. I could then say that the two of us, that we had watched the bird's flight. What I have done here is to coordinate temporally a series of my own observations with a series of yours. But in so doing, I do not go beyond the assertion of a mere general correspondence between my perceived bird in flight and your own experiences. I make no pretense to any knowledge of your own subjective experiences or to the ways in which they are structured. It is enough for me to know that you are a fellow human being who was watching the same thing that I was. And if you too, in a similar way, have coordinated my experiences with yours, then we can say that we have seen a bird in flight.
Praise to our shared bird in flight.
A single bird soars through the sky. You see it, I see it. Our perceptions are our own, but together they form a mutual experience. This is how the narrative of culture is written. Brief rhythms falling into tempo, a bated breath, a smirking glance, an outstretched hand reaching for support. It is through these micro moments that entire worlds are spun, inner meanings transposed into social orders. But some will say that only money makes the world go round. They'll tell you to work hard, generate capital, follow the rules, again and again, generation after generation, until these mantras no longer feel like choices. They feel like this is how life must be. And so our cultural habits tighten, optimized for efficiency. And we're told that work is what's holy, that profit is proof of goodness, and that rest is idle sin. This is how a calling becomes a compulsion, how free markets become iron cages. But the caged bird knows other rhythms. Set free that bird in flight to soar once again, to a land where wealth is not the only proof of worth, where each bird captivates our own view and in so doing unifies us in the shared experience of living. For it is in these symbolic interactions, in the very fortification of meaning-making itself, that we find our sense of selves in each other. In defense of wisdom we librarians stand. We fight arsonists that would see this lesson banned.
Madams, monsieurs, and any variation thereof, step right up! Step right up, you freaks and fiends! The fearful and the damned! You're not the only one who's afraid, you know.
I know.
So then help us.
Let me take it from here.
Fine. I'll see you both inside.
You came back.
I had nowhere else to go.
And what's it like, standing on the bones of your enemies?
The foundations of Electropolis. One day this tower will scrape the skies.
Is it as exhilarating as you thought it'd be?
No. They say when you, at the end, your life flashes before your eyes. Every scene of your story plays out, bit by bit, but when I search for mine, there's nothing. At first I thought, good. That means death is still far away. But I can't remember my own life. All I see flashing before me are lives that weren't mine. The faces of those whose bones I stole. Bones heavier with meaning than my own hollow flesh.
There are ways you can atone.
There is no act of contrition from me.
You can answer a new calling. You can put these wayward spirits at rest.
But I'm not dead.
I found it, Gravedigger. I'm sorry.
You lie. I have no book.
You're right. You don't have a book. You have this. I didn't find it before because it isn't a book. It couldn't be. You only had one page. I found it crumpled and discarded where your tools used to be.
No, that can't be mine. Chapter, please, don't.
Born to a stern father and a mother with a stiff upper lip. The middle child, forgettable among many. No one remembers you well. Your only love was heavy metal. First heard on a car stereo outside the grocer. Your mother called it filth, but you knew you'd listen again. Because you knew you were clever. Smarter than the rest of the elect, smarter than everyone. You believed you could bend the rules to your favor and cheat life and death. You worked hard, dug graves, balanced your ledger, and then you died. End of story.
No. There has to be something more. Details I've forgotten. Cherished memories I had at one point.
You can't remember your life because you barely lived it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And please hear this one last truth. You've been dead a long time.
I don't understand.
Your last entry faded for many years ago. You died while digging the grave of another. It unknowingly became your tomb. You had a heart attack and fell into your grave. And I think the gargoyle knew. Why else would it promise you such buildable land? Oh. I think the gargoyle promised you the hallowed grounds because it knew your bones were already there. I'm standing on you now. Your body has been here the entire time.
Villainy.
I'm so sorry, Gravedigger.
I was supposed to win.
And you did. Look at your prize. I vowed that your bones would lie undisturbed in the hallowed ground. And they have, right beneath your feet, all this time.
You stole my afterlife from me!
You gave it away for free. How could I swindle something you failed to protect?
You let me labor in vain. You broke your promise.
Oh, I've kept my promises. What better calling can I offer than to steward a holy plan? You elect are all the same. You lived for nothing, so I made your death worth something. And labor you did. You've tilled my soil, harvested my legacy, and will continue for all eternity.
I won't waste another moment on you.
Of course you will. You have nothing else.
Excuse me, sir. Could you help me, please? It's been so long. I'm ready now.
Come on. We have a job to do.
Death, give me the strength to face what I cannot escape, the clarity to celebrate a life well lived, and the peace of acceptance. Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Wasted! Wasted!
Why don't we just climb up to the roof and push it off?
Not the worst idea.
But wouldn't that hurt us? I fear we're tied to it somehow. If it feeds on the fear of death, that may be why we're still here now.
I think you're right. Toppling the gargoyle could take us down with it.
Even if we succeed, the elect will come hunting.
What are they gonna do? Kill us?
We don't even know what kind of death this is.
Or worse, if there's nothing left. Our guests just disappear. We don't know what comes next for them, if anything at all.
As long as some sentience of existence is still there for us, death will invent itself anew.
Then we still fear death. True death is nothingness, but we have undead life.
And we're not keen on losing it.
I'm so sick of this thing just feeding off of us like we're scraps!
We're not scraps. We're fucking buffet.
With this infernal parasite salivating overhead.
We don't know where we're going. We don't know what we are.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
We need a North Star. Something to live for. Forever without meaning is a hollow grave.
Then let's make a deal.
Not with that big ugly paperweight, we're not.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Fighting this from the inside is useless. If the gargoyle's already claimed us, then let's weaponize its system from the inside.
Go on.
We may not save ourselves, but we can optimize this process. If we offer the gargoyle a steady stream of fear to feed from, then it may let us help others.
By turning them into a snack for the gargoyle? Chapter, that's worse. True death is already enough of a curse.
But then they wouldn't face true death alone. If we give the dead and dying a place to process their fear, we can give the dead and dying a place to process their fear. A warm meal, new friends to share old memories with.
The gargoyle was feeding long before the elect. It will keep feeding long after.
Then why isn't it all powerful if everyone's so afraid of death?
Because humans live like they're immortals. We think we'll be young forever.
Joke's on you all. I actually will be.
And I get to spend eternity babysitting. Maybe this is damnation.
Oh, more like a promotion. I'm the best company you'll ever get.
Your mom would be so proud of you, Child to Whisper. It's not easy to say goodbye.
It's not goodbye. It's a gamble. If there's something else, then I'll see my mom again. And if there isn't, then she'll live on through me. First, Whisper will never be forgotten.
And we'll remember her with you. Memory keeps love from vanishing. If death is just silence in the absence of time, then community care is what's truly divine.
So when the time comes to go, whatever the fuck to party means in this context, what better way to face it than in good company? We can do what the gargoyle never could. Give the dead a real goodbye. Help them celebrate the life they're letting go.
So, we're a funeral parlor?
Funerals are for the living. We're here for the dead. Their last hurrah.
What are we then?
Whatever they need us to be.
Fantastic. A whole parade of the living and dead traipsing straight through my graveyard. Might as well open up a diner with all the fruit that you've been growing in that garden, and then at least you could turn a profit.
We won't take money, but we can take any banned books that need a home.
Verse? That's brilliant. Think about the books we'll carry in.
And that means we can advertise, just like those radio ads for Electropolis. Step right up and you will find our diner is one of a kind.
We can serve whatever helps people grieve. I have a few culinary tricks up my sleeve.
I noticed. That soup was impressive.
Your cataloging made all the difference. We have our whole lives ahead of us.
We all have something to give. We fight arsonists that would See this lesson band!
Being needed is a wonderful thing to be. The great work still calls.
And there's no one else I'd rather do it with. The dead will get their peace, we'll keep our oath by protecting the living's books, and I may even try a hobby or two. We do a little bit of everything, kind of like a diner. Not a bad idea, grave digger.
The elect won't take kindly to a new establishment being built before Electropolis. Not without the gargoyles say so.
And why wouldn't it? It craves a steady feast. Our presence alone guarantees a consistent power source. Add the fear of those passing through the diner, and it'll gorge itself.
That's not enough. Deals need leverage.
But we have nothing else to offer.
I know what it wants. I'm going to have to keep building Electropolis.
But why? You'd be condemning yourself all over again.
Even if it's just scraps, the gargoyle will feed with or without us. The diner will tempt it, but it won't buy our protection. But I'm the only one it trusts with the secrets of Electropolis. My labor is the leverage it can't lose.
To bury yourself so the diner might stand. That's a brutal calling few could withstand.
If it keeps the elect off our backs, the gargoyle at bay, and our bones safe in the hallowed ground, I'll do it. So long as you three keep the diner going.
You wouldn't leave us, though, right?
Such a long face. Would you miss me, little sprout?
Don't call me little. But maybe just a bit.
Then I can always work the graveyard shift.
Forever?
Forever. I have atonements to make.
It will take an eternity to keep this beast satiated. Your sacrifice, gravedigger, is seen and appreciated. If the gargoyle can deceive, then there are half-truths we can tell. You just promise to keep working. You don't need to work well.
Well, if we can't tear down the system, we'll rot it from the inside.
We might even make it better. And if we can't, we go down fighting.
All right then, friends. Are we in business?
Let's go speak to our landlord. Reveal yourself, you thief, parasite, you winged monstrosity.
What a way to greet an old friend.
Save it, beast! You're no friend of ours. We have no appetite for those who devour.
Yeah, fuck off!
You have something we want, and we have something you need. It's your lucky day.
A one-time offer you can't refuse.
Deal.
You're listening to Gravewave Radio, and we are no longer live.
Hungry souls with nowhere to go?
Craving comfort before the final show?
Need a boot to rest your weary bones?
A hot meal that tastes just like home?
You can feel at ease with letting go.
Sip your fear down slow with a cup of joe?
Then come on in, they'll ease your pain and strife.
At Death's Door Diner, one last bite of life.
Welcome to Death's Door Diner, where the end is only the beginning.